The Pirates are back in action tonight in Pittsburgh. The homestand continues as the Washington Nationals come to town, begin a 4-game series here at PNC Park. And a good ball game yesterday. The folks filing in, hoping for another one here tonight between the one of baseball's top prospects. Yoshi Tsutsugo, 96 from that big arm. He got off to a hot start, hitless in his last 12. Talking with Rock John Wayner on the radio yesterday, thinks it might be starting to come out of it a little bit. A couple things he saw yesterday from Tsutsugo may suggest that. So much more pronounced when it's that first week of the season. Whether you go 4 for 4 or you go 0 for 4, it changes things quite a bit.
You know, I think also early on, you're more liable to put pressure on yourself if you come out and you're not hitting right away. Or, as I think you're saying, if it happens to you in June, other people don't notice it that much, and you don't notice it that much. You notice it, but it's not like sticking out like it does that first week of the season if you have a decent over.
Well, laid off there. Get him in a hitter's count 2-1.
That's kind of like the pressure you put on yourself at pitching too. It's the same way. After the first 3 starts, you get an ERA of 6, and you start feeling that. Whereas if that happens in the middle of the year, all the stats you've built up to that time cushions the effect, and it doesn't seem to be as bad.
That's why maybe the Vogelback home run was important, right? First inning, give up 3 runs. Oh, there's your leadoff man, boom, and he gets you one right back. Start to try to change the tides a little bit. All about momentum sometimes. Hayes walked. Stolen a base already this year, but here with 1 out. Spoiling 96. Derek Shelton in his 3rd year. Ben Gamble waiting next. And that big 3-run home run yesterday. Great diving headlong catch. Full count. How do you lay off that pitch? I think Odon's probably thinking the same thing. He started last year in A-ball and made his way through to get 1 start in the major leagues last year. So a quick ascent.
Your pickoff throw. Get back. Get back. Ooh, that's the way. Nice pick by Bell.
Wonder if those two are chatting a little bit. Hayes was saying the other day he credited Josh, one of the guys that welcomed him when Bell was an established Pirate already, and Hayes was, coming up through Altoona and invited to spring training. That was a big reason, Key Bryan said, that he's doing that for Nick Gonzalez or Leo Verpagero or some of these guys now that are down at AA that were in big league spring training that may be a part of the Pirates in the future. He welcoming to them. Thanks to guys like Josh Bell. And another walk. Walks will haunt, as we saw in the top half. Maybe the Pirates can take advantage. Now Tsutsugo. it's the long ball that's helped out the Pirates tonight. A pair, Vogelback, and then Reynolds. Pirates re-signing Tsutsugo in the offseason in hopes that they'd get a little bit more power. Vogelback came over as a free agent. Pirates with the fewest home runs in baseball last year. I don't think that'll be the case this year. We talked about it before about spring training. Yeah, they're not going to lead the league in home runs, but I think they're going to be better in that department this year. Especially when your leadoff hitter can hit them like that. Trying to beat the shift. Tsutsugo is aboard. Escobar, the lone man on that side of the field.
Some balls this inning and leaving the bat pretty quickly.
That'll be a base hit for Tsutsugo. He's been on base both times now. And as you pointed out, he made good pitches in that inning.
He did. I'm not going to blame anything on him. He did a pretty good job there.
I just feel bad to want to pick up your teammate. But like you said, sometimes it's 3 line drive outs. Sometimes a couple little flares get in there. Just enough for the Nationals to get a run. Pirates with that big 3rd inning. They got 6 hits off Yoan Adon, who's still out there in the 5th. And he strikes out Tsutsugo looking to start the frame. And the Pirates can have another.
But that line drive to the left center field gap. How nice would that be? Now, they're still playing cheap in left field, but you can kind of understand a little bit because now it's the off field with a left-hand hitter up there. But that gap is awfully inviting.
They've got him play toward the line. You see that sometimes, like you said, with the lefty batter.
Now, before we were talking about, well, you had, a chance to throw somebody out the plate. Well, there's nobody at second here. They're still all playing shallow.
Let's see if Tsutsugo can make him pay. We'll go back to lead runner after his leadoff double. Hayes reached on the fielder's choice.
You would think the outfield would move back and kind of play no doubles with the runner at first if they're going to play anything. Maybe not no doubles, but at least back far enough to where you get a chance of making a play on a well hit ball.
And not only is he in, but well over toward the line.
Which gives up that gap.
Yeah. You got to play the ballpark too, I think, right? I mean, you see the spray charts, but you also have to consider which park. Different dimensions everywhere. Out toward that gap. Hanging up though for Thomas, and he closes it in time. Vogelback will score. Sac fly for Tsutsugo, and the Pirates lead 7-4.
Yeah, that was, more of a line drive instead of just a fly ball. That ball's down, and they're going to scuffle to keep it from shooting the gap. And then you're down 8-4 instead of 7-4.
They're going to take that ball on the inner third. Get it out that far to left center. Third RBI for Tsutsugo.
We could play back there and try to take away those extra base hits, but we're going to give a lot of base hits up in front of us. Or you can just figure, well, the ball's going to be a double if it's over our head anyway. So let's sneak up and see if we can steal some singles. I mean, there's different ways you can look at it, especially when you go into like Coors Field. I've seen all kinds of different theories about how you should set up your outfield because of the way that ballpark plays, and it's just, the outfield is so deep everywhere.
Tsutsugo now batting with the bases loaded. Last time he came up, they gave him a lot of room in left center. He hit it out that way, but not well enough.
No, it was just a kind of a lazy fly ball. Wasn't really a liner or anything like that that would had a chance to get through the gap, but it got an RBI.
Also has a hit tonight. Walk, run scored. Murphy laboring through this 7th inning. Bases loaded, 1 out. Twisting down the line and foul.
Marisnik, third base. Vogelback out at second. Reynolds taking the lead off first.
Behind the count, 1-2. Now even 97. Well, they got some big arms, but they haven't been able to throw strikes as much out of that Nationals pen.
It's been the part of the story, that and all the hard hit balls when they do throw strikes.
Base is loaded. And staying alive there. Yeah, the Pirates have hit the starter Adone hard, and then kind of picking at the hitters, the relief pitchers. That's foul. Well, you got to cover 96, and then he flips in that 83 curve, which seems to be pretty sharp. Two on Tsutsugo. Foul away.
He's trying not to look fastball or get caught up trying to hit that velocity as you're just talking about, because he knows that it might not be the fastball, so he's got to stay back and wait a little bit before he pulls the trigger on his swing, and that's what's making him a little late on the fastball. If all he had to worry about was, okay, this guy throws pretty hard, I'm going to hit the fastball, he'd have the head of the bat out to that one right there. But there's 2 strikes. He can't afford to be that aggressive, because if he gets the hook, he'll look bad.
And it's popped up.
He was right on that timing wise. He just got underneath it.
Got the curveball, and Murphy